Hi, it's Mara, and I'm going to tell you what I think that you should bring to the hospital on the day that you have your bariatric surgery. I will tell you what I was told to bring, I will tell you what I brought, and I will tell you what I did not use the whole time I was there. So, I was told to bring a robe or pajamas because they were going to let me change out of the back hanging out robe slash gown that they wanted me in. I was told to bring something to entertain myself. I brought a coloring book and pencils. I was told to bring lotion because you're going to wash and wash with that stuff that dries your skin out, and you're going to want to put on lotion. You can find a lot of lists of stuff that you should take. Here, I'm just going to tell you what I brought. Okay. I brought pajamas. I brought lotion. I brought lip balm. I brought my coloring book and crayons, which I used once and would have used more, but for me, morphine makes my eyes go a little, and coloring inside of little tiny lines was not working out for me. They had a TV in the room. It was fine. I had my tablet. That was very important for me because I was reading and I was doing email and I was talking to other people who had had surgery down the hall from me. I was talking to them on Facebook. I brought my toothpaste and my toothbrush, which I had not thought of until about a week before. And I was like, oh, yeah, I bet my mouth's going to be pretty nasty if I'm in the hospital for multiple days and they've put something down my throat. I brought face wash wipes, Neutrogena face wipes that worked out really well for me because my skin got really dry. And I just wanted something to clean off all the dry skin and schmutz from my face from the surgery. I brought my eyeglass case because obviously I wear glasses. And otherwise if I had just given my glasses to my husband, he would have had to try to not break them or scratch them when I went to surgery. I brought a sports bra. Important? Not really. I mean, I got some double D's here, but most of the time, because there's an incision right in between your breasts at the top of your stomach, well, my breasts, and right underneath my breasts, I didn't want to put on a sports bra because it wasn't like I was sitting, really straight and anything. I mean, I was lounging in a bed and the boobs were laying on my stomach. But if I'd put a sports bra on, then that would have meant something scratching on my incisions, and I didn't really want that. I just sort of tucked my t-shirt under my boobs when someone came in and wanted to look at my incisions, as they do, like, every 3 hours. I brought some playing cards, which I didn't use. I brought my MP3 player and headphones, which I didn't use. I left my phone at home because I had my tablet. I could do whatever I wanted to other than make phone calls, and there wasn't really anybody I wanted to make a phone call to when I was so unconscious. My husband called my mom, called his mom, I think maybe called his brother, told everyone what they wanted to hear. If I was awake in the room at the time, I said hi, I'm fine, nice to talk to you later. Talk to you later, what, a few days when I'm not a little loopy. I brought I have CPAP, I have sleep apnea, so for my stay, I could not bring my actual CPAP machine, but I could bring my hose and mask, and they provided the machine. Just something about that hospital. If you have sleep apnea, find out for sure if you can bring your CPAP, because you're going to need it. Really, really important to me, anyway, I brought a pillow and a blanket because I am very particular about my pillow, and I travel with my pillow everywhere, so why wouldn't I take it to the hospital? Important thing. Put a dark pillowcase on your pillow so you don't leave it there. And I had a blanket, and a small blanket, and it was great when I got in the car to come home. or go to the hotel, because I just folded that sucker up and I put it across my stomach and I held on. So, because I didn't want to actually engage my abdominals, because that really hurts right after. So your arms are become your abdominal muscles, and just hold on when you go over bumps and stuff like that. Trust me, you're going to want to do this. In my hospital, I couldn't bring any of my own medicine, so that all stayed. I had not thought of, but I should have, that I could take a little sponge bath the day after surgery. And the day I actually checked out, was released, then they let me take a shower, because they have little chairs and all this in the hotel that I was staying in. Didn't. So bring your own shampoo and conditioner and soap, as well as your lotions. A lot of people are really big on telling you to bring Biotene mouth spray or Gas X strips. I had both. My doctor would not let me use either until day 2. And why did I want them? Because the Gas X, to get the air out, I did take on the second day, I still had a lot of air in me, and I took the Gas X. I put multiple Gas X strips over the day. Did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. The gas was apparently not in my stomach, but roaming around free. For me, right in my collarbone. Painful. But the Biotene, the reason you would want the Biotene is because your mouth is really freaking dry right after surgery until they have you take your drink. For me, anyway. I don't know about the other guys that do other surgeries, but I have the really long line of staples because I had the sleeve, so I couldn't put anything in my mouth that would stay in my mouth or go down my stomach, possibly go down my stomach until I had my swallow test, which was about 24 hours after my surgery. And so all day 1, my mouth was really dry. Now, at the hospital, they give you little things to put in your mouth, little spongy things on a stick that you can wet your mouth. And I found those actually to be very drying too. So what I did wasn't attractive, wasn't sexy at all, was I took a glass of water, swish, 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 spit in another cup. And I did that every, say, 15 minutes. Worked perfectly. No water went down. There was no chance of messing up my staple line or anything like that. Biotene, if you spray it in your mouth, you do kind of swallow it a little bit. And, I wasn't willing to risk that. What else? Brush. Well, I don't really brush my hair all that well, but I comb my hair. These are the things that you want. You don't want a lot of stuff, and you don't want anything valuable, because people come in and out of your room all the time, and I'm not saying anybody's going to steal anything, but how would you feel if something did happen? I mean, you would feel bad for yourself, and you'd feel bad for the people who had been there and were taking care of you and were now like, well, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to your tablet, but, I don't know if there's anything that I can do about it. For me, the most important thing that I took was my husband, because he was really great, and he was there to make sure that I got the medicine that I needed when I needed it, and that I just had somebody to talk to. I mean, it wasn't much of a conversation, him going, baby, how are you feeling? And I'm like, but it was dialogue. So think about what's important in your life. What can you do to keep yourself entertained for about 48 hours? If it's TV, probably you got one of those. If it's movies, load some on your tablet or computer or whatever. It's going to keep you entertained, because at least in the hospital I went to, the stations were a little lacking. It was a hospital. So do what you need to do to keep you happy. Don't let anyone else tell you what you absolutely have to bring. Because I was told a lot of things. And these are the things that I did. These are the things that I used. And maybe you use different things, but maybe this will be a starting point for you. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you later.